when we're talking about your shift then to account-based marketing, what was the trigger for you making that shift?
So I think that the understanding that you need to kind of like focus is something that's very much aligned with the maturity of the company, right? When you're an early stage startup, you have this idea, you build a product, and you try to find this product market fit. You try to figure things out as you move. So you need to keep kind of broad in order to see what comes in, and you need to be reactive to the market. At some point in your maturity, when you already have, significant revenues, and you want to make, you want to kind of like become more effective in your marketing treatment. That's the point in time you have a good idea of, what's your addressable market, where you have that product market fit. You can easily and clearly define who you want to be as your customers, and kind of like to the level of a list of companies. I can list this and that thousands of accounts that by name, each and every one of them could be a client of ours. Obviously, there are priority between them. And again, out of the total addressable market, you have a selected addressable market. But end of the day, you need to be at a place or at a maturity level where you can say, okay, this is a list of 3,000, 4,000 accounts. Each and every one of them could be an Optimove client at one point in time or another. And kind of like, this is my ideal list. Now, if you can create that list, you should probably, to a certain extent, start working or start deploying an ABM approach. It's not all or nothing. In our case, we went all in, but many companies that I'm in touch with and I'm familiar with kind of like, play on that spectrum. Okay, so I'm still, investing 20, 30, 40% of my marketing spend on traditional marketing, and then the rest on account-based. In our case, since we were able to define very, very well what that target total addressable market is, what's the selected addressable market subset of that, and kind of like what we want to do with them, what are our growth goals, and that, if we're able to maintain a certain win rate and conversion rates within that TAM, we'll be able to hit or even exceed our goals. Then we decided to go all in.
Makes sense. And I'd see more often actually that blended approach that you talk about, where people are still sort of keeping a sort of a wider breadth on activities, including things like account-based marketing.